Hi, my name is Jonathan Jaiman, and I'm applying for the job at Big Flare. You asked me to create a few-minute video answering the following questions. Who are you and what makes you tick? So, like I said, my name's Jonathan. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm 26 years old, which really gave me the opportunity to grow up in a world of where these industries who have changed our world were really developing. When I was in high school, Google was already pretty much popular, Facebook was coming in, and I really got to see that grow and develop and see what made it work and what made other things not work. What makes me tick, I think more than anything else, perhaps, is a really all-or-nothing attitude. When I want to do something and when I'm interested in something, I research everything there is to know about it, and I implement it 110%. Once I finished school, I realized that I wanted to work on like self-development, character study, so I decided to go to rabbinical college for 7 years, and I spent hours every day learning about ourselves and introspection and how to better ourselves. After that, I decided that I wanted to get married and have children and support a family, so I continued a little bit in the rabbinical path and I became a life coach, and I'm a successful life coach today. But what I do for most of my income and most of the day is I make websites and I market them for sole proprietors and small businesses. And if you go to my website, a great name for a website.com, that itself is a marketing ploy. You know, it's very easy to remember, kind of catchy. Hey, what was the name of his website again? Oh yeah, a great name for a website.com. You could see I really, without going to, and I don't have any degrees in computer programming or internet marketing, and I just spent a lot of time researching what is the best, most optimized way to build a website. You'll see the strong call to action buttons. You'll see responsive web design. You'll see above-the-fold content. You'll see, a lot of clear, easy-to-read font, nothing small print, nothing difficult. So what really makes me tick, I think answers the second question, what makes you a good fit for this role, is that's a lot about what PPC is. It's not SEO, it's not so much about trends and cool, it's just about all or nothing, getting really nitty-gritty into those numbers and should we add a broad match modifier on this word, and this keyword's performing really well, let's try making it a phrase match. What other negative keywords can we add to this? How can we break this down even more to make the ads break the keywords into more specific groups and therefore more relevant to ads, higher quality scores. It really works together with that. Let's pay attention to every single detail and every single penny. I think that that's how my personality why ultimately I chose PPC to further my understanding and my career. What's the most important trend or development in PPC to watch out for this year? I could name a few things that I thought of before I made the video, and obviously the fact that Firefox just switched its default off of Google, and that Apple's relationship with Google, their contract is ending, and we'll see what's going to happen with that. To be honest, I think it's almost a little bit of a trick question. I think SEO, so there it's a lot about the trends and what's happening with the algorithms and what's there I think it's a little bit more in terms of what's changing. And PPC, obviously the algorithms do change a little bit, the industry does change, but it's a lot more stable and steady. And I think the most important thing is to stick to the good practices and stick to things that we know that work. And if you ask me for one of them, which I think probably doesn't get used enough, is a lot of times I see in the campaigns that I run for my own customers, is there's going to be one keyword that is really outperforming everything else, both in terms of click-through rate and in terms of impressions. Just a lot of times there's that one keyword that is doing like 20-30% of that ad group, or maybe even more. So what I always do with that, and I say, okay, how can we get a better return on this keyword? So I'm going to take that keyword out of the ad group. I'm going to make its own ad group, with a very specific ad, and keywords, additional keywords even more related to that, or better match types. So we'll take a keyword that maybe was a broad match modifier. I rarely use broad match. I find the search queries come out almost not necessarily correlated. So I'll take something that's a broad match modifier and I'll turn it into a phrase match, I'll turn it into exact match, because a lot of times, or reword it so that I can make it into a phrase match, because a lot of times if there's a really great performing keyword, if I can get a lower bid by using phrase match, so that's gonna exponentially increase the customer's ROI. So I think the most important thing in PPC nowadays is definitely spending some time seeing what's changing, but definitely focusing on what we know to be the most important things, and are probably going to stay the most important things for the next couple of years at least, the next significant amount of time. So I really love the way you set up the company, and that I opened up my own business because I also wasn't interested in that 9 to 5 working in a cubicle, not really flourishing in the way that I know that I can, and the way that I know that I've done in other venues in my life. So I really hope you do consider. I'm already way over my 4 minutes. I'm going to stop now. Thank you very much for considering me. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.